Most people think that you need thousands of dollars to start your t-shirt business, but I'm here to show you today I got 5 awesome, easy, cheap ways to get started with just some stuff that you can get at your local Michael's, Joann's, basically any craft store or Hobby Lobby. And most importantly, I'm actually going to show you how to get an audience to actually get some sales for the t-shirts and the stuff that we're going to be showing you how to sell and make in this video. So I think let's just go ahead and get right into it. If you guys are new here, my name is Alex. I am the owner here at AMSTransfers.com. We're a custom DTF and screen print transfer supplier located in Houston, Texas. We've been in business for about 5 years now. We actually got started not too differently from some of the ways that I'm going to be showing you in this video. We started out from a spare bedroom, we went to our garage, and then we made the jump out here into a facility in Houston where we are currently running our business. If you guys are interested in learning more, we do a whole bunch of behind the scenes content where we show the ins and outs of running a DTF business, the struggles, the ups and downs, and the general just struggles that come with running a business in this t-shirt industry. So get subscribed, we got a lot coming up for you. But really, for every idea that I'm going to be showing you guys today in this video, we're not really talking about the actual product or the service that we're going to be selling. It's more about like the content and the ways that we can package and sell these products to people on social media, in videos, as ways to get our products in front of them. So that is what is going to be building the community that actually ends up buying from you. So idea number 1, this is going to be something that, again, we have first-hand experience with, and that is going to be just using some of the off-the-shelf Speedball inks that they have available at Michael's. So you can get some pretty basic equipment to make screen printing and start screen printing some t-shirts. I'll put up a whole Michael's shopping list for this actual video, but they have everything. They have the Speedball ink, they have the actual blank t-shirts that we can go ahead and just pick up while we're there getting our ink. They have an actual pretty good variety when it comes to blank t-shirts. The only bad thing is going to be the price when it comes to those t-shirts. So if you guys are interested in learning more about the actual best suppliers to get your blank t-shirts from, I have a whole nother video about that. Make sure you check out the link in the description. Obviously, they have the Speedball starter kit that we can go ahead and buy, get us going with the actual screen printing, but we're probably gonna wanna pick up some other colors. I would say black and white are essential when it comes to plastisol screen printing, or even water-based in this case with the Speedball. And really, like I was saying, the main thing is going to be, I think, the content that we can create by making these t-shirts with the screen printing press, or with this screen printing ink. So there is so many videos. I will put some up on screen where these videos pop off. It's something about being able to screen print t-shirts from your home with just some basic tools. People love it, and it is a great way to start marketing your products and marketing your business, as a great way to get your foot in the door, get people to stop scrolling and pay attention to the stuff that you're pushing. I think showing short clips of you like just flooding the screen with ink, that's something that's super satisfying to watch. And for people on TikTok, people on YouTube Shorts, satisfying can be money, man. That can be the name of the game. So having something like that is really great. Just showing the process of you washing the screen out, asking your audience to vote on the next design or what color ink you should use next. And then once you actually are comfortable like burning in your own custom screens, I think something else that is just super popular on social media is the neck labels. So being able to use that screen printing ink to print neck labels can be a really great way to, it's just a content farm at that point, because I don't know what it is. People love neck labels. I think it just really pushes your brand to the next level when it comes to that custom echelon, and really makes it look and feel like 10 times more professional. And kind of on that note of actually customizing the t-shirt, I have my next idea, and this is something that I think a couple of you guys watching might scoff at, but becoming your own like tie-dye or ice dye, whatever you want to call it, like your own tie-dye manufacturing house with the tools that you can get at Michael's, it's interesting, man. You can't say that it's not interesting. And there are ways that you can really make it more than just some basic tie-dye. If you are able to focus on maybe some unique or some curated color palettes, there's a whole bunch of things that you can actually do with all of the inks that are included in the kit that they give you at Michael's for tie-dye. So you could do like Desert Sunset, Forest Floor, and then if you sell those as a matching set, I know it from experience from Michaela, from my sister. Matching sets are in nowadays, guys. So if you could do that and do a matching set as a tie-dye, guys, that's money, man. And then you could even take it a step further and go the whole gamut. So you could do a matching set with shirts, with socks. You could even go like underwear, hoodies, the whole 9 yards, guys. And at the end of the day, Michaels has all of these things. They have the hoodies, they have the shirts, they have the tie-dye kit. So it kind of makes it a one-stop shop when you're just getting started to find all of the stuff that you need. So again, I'll put up the whole shopping list, but we're going to be using that Tulip one-step tie-dye kit, as long with some additional dyes to kind of make those custom color combinations like I've been saying. Getting the blanks, also a great way to get started. I think we're probably gonna want something a little bit cheaper if we do start selling these and making money off of them. Again, check the link down below. And then just some rubber bands. I think that's a tie-dye essential. You can't get by without rubber bands. Gloves, plastic covers to actually protect the surface that you're working in. These tie-dye inks are ink at the end of the day. They are dyes, so they're gonna mess up whatever they get on. And talking about how these relate to the content that I've been talking about, again, satisfying. I don't think that there is really much more satisfying thing. Pulling ink through a screen with the squeegee and these tie-dye reveals, seeing a big ball of just some nasty colors, and then you actually take off all of the rubber bands and unwind it, and there's a beautiful tie-dye design there. Again, that is satisfying. What did I say at the beginning? Satisfying is the name of the game on social media, on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. So just being able to build a vibe. I mean, speaking from experience, if you guys have ever looked at my like TikTok or my Instagram feed, it's just my mug. So if I was able to have a beautiful feed of my tie-dye designed hoodies, t-shirts, matching sets, that would look infinitely better. Like I can already envision that in my head right now. That feed would look so good compared to mine. It's not even funny. So being able to build a vibe and create an aesthetic around your color palettes, it will make your feed more than just like products. It will honestly make it more of like a mood board. Again, I'm gonna have to defer to my partner Mick on that. She's all about the mood boards. But this is something that I actually don't have the most experience with, but I saw a whole bunch of stuff when I was doing research for this video. Ice dyeing. So I guess it's where you put like an actual piece of ice on top of your t-shirt that's already in the like the rubber bands or whatever, and then you sprinkle the actual dye on top of it with the ice, and then as it melts it creates this super unique pattern that is honestly like something I've never seen before. And with this you can create some really cool they're like watercolor patterns, and to me these scream like high-end, and I think that this could be something where you could really charge a pretty penny for, which is honestly a great segue into my third idea, which is going to be custom hand embroidered patterns. So you can do these on whatever. Again, Michaels sells a wide selection of blanks at the end of the day. So being able to create some minimalist like line art or some simple floral designs, or maybe even like a custom text for a sweatshirt collab, or even on like the top of the sweatshirt collar. Again, speaking from Mick here, that seems like something that is really popular right now, is something on those collars. I don't know exactly if it would be possible to try doing hand embroidery on hats, but it was something that I figured I would throw out there. I think depending on the actual material, if you were doing it on something like those foam trucker hats, it might be a little bit easier, but that's something you're gonna wanna try on your own. Michaels, again, is completely covered here. Shopping list, they have everything that we need. They have the embroidery, thread, the hoops, the needles, the stabilizer, the actual caps as well. Like, so we can do this on the hats if we want to. They have the blanks as we've been talking about. And getting into how this actually plans into our whole content game, I think if you were able to put yourself in some interesting situations, maybe some pretty or aesthetic situations where you were actually doing these hand embroidered, I think that again is a gold mine in terms of content, because that allows you to just like film a time lapse of yourself embroidering a design from start to finish. And then you could make that, you could reuse that so many different ways. You could do like ASMR, where it's just like actually the sounds of the needle being threaded or embroidered, needled, whatever it is. I've never done this before myself, so I don't know exactly on this specific example. But I know that this type of content, again, it goes with the satisfying. All of this stuff is kind of satisfying at the end of the day. And I think if you had a good personality that people could relate to and people wanted to just kind of like hang out with, this specific idea would be absolutely perfect for that. You could do voiceovers for the actual time lapses. You could do like customer journeys through, or customer stories through the actual embroideries. So you could actually do so many things. You could do that 2 different ways. You could do how the customer actually placed their order and just being like, oh yeah, this customer, they love their dog, so they got this, so they gave me a picture of their dog and I uploaded it and got a line art of it. So here we go, we're actually going to be doing it for this person. Like that content would hit, man. Or you could even do it where you were actually like telling a story and then you used that embroidered design to be like a visual metaphor for something in the story. So much stuff. This is a gold mine here. This idea right here, lots of content that you could create. And guys, at the end of the day, why are we doing this? We're creating the content because content marketing. We're trying to get sales for our brand. We're trying to get sales for our company, for our service, for our products. And what's the easiest way? What's the cheapest way to do this other than content marketing? Posting to these social media platforms that are completely free to sign up, completely free to post to. The only thing stopping you is really just your ability to get started. So I think with all 3 of these ideas so far, they are just hitting, man, especially that last one. And now number 4, this one I put a little deeper in the video because I feel like this is something that kind of anyone who's ever been to Michael's has probably thought of, but that is just a vinyl business at the end of the day. What's an easy way to actually get started? What's the way that we got started here at AMS? It's vinyl. Using a Cricut, using a cheap heat press, you can make some pretty good t-shirts. You can make a decent number of t-shirts with vinyl. Is it going to be the best quality? No. Is it going to feel the best? No. Is it going to be able to do multicolor? No. But is it going to be able to get you started? Yes. So Michael's has all of the tools. In fact, they are kind of known for this, I would say. But I think the key to making this really work is going to be making sure that you are hyper niched down on an actual graphic tee, whatever that may be. Instead of just doing some funny quotes or something that I feel like honestly everybody has done, if you're able to focus and find a specific community, may that be a shirt for like book lovers, or maybe it's something for like your local neighborhood, or plants. Again, guys, just spitballing here, I don't know, but you're gonna have to be pretty niche to make it out in the HTV world nowadays, because you're gonna be competing with every craft mom, every person who wants to have an Etsy store. That's who your competition is going to be, and there's going to be a lot of it. But Michael's, again, they have everything that we need. They have the actual Cricut cutting machine, or they do have the silhouette machines if you guys are not interested in the Cricut ones. This is a pretty big investment. They do have some cheaper options for the Cricut machines nowadays, but an easy way that you can kind of skip the whole vinyl process and actually still get started is just picking one of the heat presses up from Michael's and then ordering DTF transfers. So you can just upload any design. It can be multicolor. It can be any size. It doesn't have to be able to fit on your Cricut. And then it's the same kind of process as applying vinyl. You just use them. You just use your heat press and and honestly it's a little bit easier. So only 12 seconds, instantly peel it on the heat press and you're good to go. Again, multicolor designs. It's a pretty easy way to get started, but Michael's does have all of the vinyl if you're interested. They have all of the blank t-shirts, tote bags, and on this one, I would say it's probably gonna be the weakest in terms of content just because of how saturated it is out there. So maybe again, just trying to find those niches, those specific angles that you can target, that's gonna be your best bet. But that is not something that we have to worry about for idea number 5. So for idea number 5, this one again, I have no experience on, but when I was actually coming up with the research for this video, it screamed out to me. This one seems like a no-brainer. Upcycled and painted denim. So again, going through Michael's, denim seemed to be pretty hot in the store. So you might be thinking, how am I supposed to do this at Michael's? But to be honest, there's actually everything you need except kind of the main ingredient, and that is the denim. But what you can actually do instead is go to some thrift stores or some Goodwills and pick up the denim there. And that allows you to, one, be eco-conscious, but also be a little bit more artistic, because sourcing them from the thrift store and using Michael's to actually get the supplies and transform them, into some like one-of-a-kind, completely unique artwork is again something that is just gonna make some killer content. So being able to pick up all of these things at Michael's, we can pick up the acrylic paint. The acrylic paint is going to be pretty similar to that Speedball stuff that we were talking about at the beginning with the screen printing. I would actually be pretty interested to see how that would work, if it would be able to kind of apply to the denim pretty well, because I mean denim is fabric at the end of the day anyways. And then just picking up some paintbrushes while you're there. Michael's also has a decent selection of iron-on patches. You can even get some stencils to kind of add some extra flair. And this is gonna be kind of niche, but I think what have I been saying throughout this whole video is that niche items sell. And niche items sell because not many other people are doing them. So there's not that much competition, which allows you to, one, be a little bit higher on the actual price scale. And then two, it allows you to kind of go where the market isn't. So you can do things that people aren't, and you can get yourself in front of different customers because you're kind of going into that blue ocean rather than a red ocean. If you guys are interested in more on that, there's the whole Blue Ocean Strategy, a great book. But this really just allows you to sell a story. You can go through the entire process of you going to the thrift store, digging through the bins, showing the before and after, and just kind of showing or detailing how you knew that when you saw that denim jacket at the bottom of the bin that you knew it was going to be a winner. And again, this content of you time-lapsing it, painting it, and ending with a actual dramatic final piece, that's money, man. That's some good content if I've ever seen some. So being able to show those actual close-ups of the design of the denim, the paintbrushes, and just getting really in there, being able to combine all of the techniques and make something that no one has ever seen before, might be able to be just what you need to get your foot in the door, to get yourself in front of a client who then maybe you can start selling them your vinyl shirts, selling them your sublimated mugs, or just, again, getting your foot in the door, right? That's what we're trying to do here. Get our products out there, our services in the hands of consumers so that we can get some feedback, so that we can start getting that word of mouth and getting more people to know about our brand, know about our business. So there you have it, guys. 5 complete ways that you can get started on your apparel business with just stuff from Michael's. Remember, the key is not to be perfect, it's to just get started. So whether that be on any one of these 5 ideas, just picking one and going with it for a little bit, trying it out, seeing what you can do with it, that's gonna be the best advice that I can give. But let me know down below which of these 5 ideas was your favorite. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. If any of these ideas are shouting out to you as, I can't believe I haven't thought of that, please let me know down below. If I'm missing anything, again, let me know down below so that 1, I can learn, and 2, other people in the community can see that comment. Odds are, if you are watching this video, you're not the only one who's interested in starting a t-shirt brand or who owns a t-shirt brand and is looking for something new. So share your advice. We can all learn from each other down in the comment section down below. But with that, guys, get subscribed. We are trying to build a heat press community here on the channel. My name is Alex. I'll see you guys in the next video.
In a world full of visions, dreams on the run, we needed a spark, now look what we've done. Just type it, describe it, watch it unfold. Design gens